Pop quiz. What do you get when you mix liquor and ice hockey? You get Barry Mendelbaum, 20, in room 2. Seems Barry and his frat buddies got plastered, then hit the ice. None of them were wearing helmets, so big surprise, Barry got a stick to the head and has a nasty gash over his ear. He's already hurled twice in the lobby, so I hope you brought your galoshes.
The future of America.
Is it that bad? You can tell me. I can take it. You're gonna do something for me, right, doctor?
That's going to be one to show the grandkids.
Looked pretty grim for a while there, didn't it?
Word to the wise, champ. You drink to celebrate, not to strike for the game. Hold still now. Don't want to make it worse. Is the big brain here going to be okay? Well, at the very least, I bet he'll remember this every time he cracks a cold one.
Your work makes me proud, Doctor.
Alcohol and hockey by themselves make a bad combination. No helmet spells disaster. I'm surprised the university hasn't cracked down on this yet. Just think of the liability. Looks like this patient has an epidural hematoma, yet no loss of consciousness. It takes a skilled clinician to diagnose a case like this.
You thought this patient's continuing care through. The hospital staff should thank you for your thorough plan and highlighted reminders. I agree with your diagnosis. Brilliant work, Doctor. The level of care you afforded this patient exceeded my expectations.
A high school principal vomited, then fainted at a teacher's meeting. EMTs just brought him in. He's awake now, and when I asked if he was on any medication, he said he was taking ibuprofen for a sprained knee. He also complained about a lot of recent heartburn. That's the scoop, so off you go.
And when I was a dumbass kid, I mainlined age heroin, wound up half dead in this very same hospital.
He's panicked and breathing fast.
I don't see anything special.
You're holding up great under pressure.
Oh, yeah. I drink a little too much, smoke a little too much. We all gotta go sometime. Watch those nerve endings, Doc. I tend to need them.
Yep, that calmed him down a bit. This one's all you, Doc.
Excellent. I like what I see in this report.
People forget how deadly anti-inflammatories can be. My ex used to take 12 ibuprofen a day until he became so anemic he couldn't walk up the stairs. Of course, the 5th of gin each night may have had something to do with that, too. Did I mention he was my ex?
Good. You noted all necessary hospital orders and communicated them clearly. Most of the cases that roll through here are routine and, dare I say, predictable. But occasionally we see an exotic one. Good catch. I'm impressed with your diagnosis. Brilliant work, Doctor. The level of care you afforded this patient exceeded my expectations.
Got another sports injury here, Doc. From the report, it sounds as if this man's hand was injured in a softball game. Patient works construction. He and his pals on the job put together a weekend game. Aha! Sliding into home, the catcher stepped on his hand, cleats and all. Sounds like it was crushed pretty good, with lax over the knuckles and big league swelling. Batter up.
If my wife asks, tell her I got this hauling bricks or something. Deal? This table's crazy. Stop stealing my memories. Seriously, will I still be able to use it? No, I'm okay. That mental midget Harry Feldman. But he did this on purpose, just so he could rub it in my face on Monday. Man, even I know that isn't right. I hate needles. The plate! You step on the plate, not my hand, moron! Eee. And they say you can't get good hair care these days. What do they know? Hey! Thank you. You certainly know what you're doing. My wife's going to kill me. It doesn't have to heal quick, Doc. I get disability. Believe it or not, I was thinking of going pro after college. I just had a little accident. Well, a couple. Also.
We selected you for a reason, and work of this caliber is that reason. Well done.
So, this baseball player thought his hand injury was nothing. Well, it's hardly nothing. He'll be out for the season, I'm afraid. In cases like this, you must be careful to not let a patient pressure you into practicing poor medicine.
Good. You noted all necessary hospital orders and communicated them clearly. A confusing case, to be sure, made more complicated by bad or withheld outside information. I'm glad you stuck to the protocols and made the correct diagnosis. Brilliant work, Doctor. The level of care you afforded this patient exceeded my expectations.
It was nice and quiet around here till about 5 minutes ago. Hope you brought an extra pair of scrubs.
Seizure case, Doc. Trouble is, the woman's pregnant. She's not due for a couple of weeks, according to the coworker who brought her in, and this is her first pregnancy. Her BP is through the roof, and she's complaining of severe abdominal pains. The boyfriend's out of the picture. I've called her parents.
It figures this would happen right when I get an invitation to Mel Gibson's party. I feel radioactive already. I'm not surprised working for these people. Poor little guy's just like his father. Always a major pain. Here I thought the yoga was paying off. I'm feeling a bit better now. I don't test well. God, I thought dealing with agents was bad. Ow! Can I come to you for checkups? I don't understand. What's wrong with him? What do you think? Is it serious? It figures this would happen right when I get an invitation to Mel Gibson's party. You sterilize all this equipment, right? I do feel better. Thank you. I bet you see cases like this all the time.
You keep raising the bar for yourself, don't you? You thought this patient's continuing care through. The hospital staff should thank you for your thorough plan and highlighted reminders. Well done. You correctly diagnosed this patient's problem. You saved this patient's life, doctor. Well done.
Carmina here was rifling through her closet when she felt a pinprick on her arm. She yanked it back and saw 8 little legs scurry across the floor. Couldn't get a good look at the spider since it was dark. Now she hurts all over and reports sharp pain in her abdomen. I see on her file a past history of drug use and hepatitis as a child. Nothing else to report.
You get me through this, I swear you'll never see me again. This won't mute me, really. If you beat my arm, how come my stomach hurts? I know, great veins. It's my blessing and my curse. Try not to look at the other beauty marks. I am through with that stuff. You're very thorough. I told my boyfriend 1,000 times. Clean out the closet. We're gonna get bugs. But does he get out from the TV? No. Ouch! You're very gentle. I almost forgot about the bite on my arm. If you beat my arm, how come my stomach hurts? First time I bet that turns out normal. I know, great veins. It's my blessing and my curse. For this I got off drugs. Give me an overdose or it is any day. Do I gotta tell them about this at the NA meetings? And they say you can't get good health care these days. What do they know, huh? Will it hurt? You patch me up right, Doc. Here I am again, Doctor. You got a 10-year payment plan?
You've made it to second year. Excellent. Not all of the first years were as successful as you were, but that was to be expected. You should be very proud of yourself. Keep up the good work.
I may just use this as a case study for next year's set of residents. Flawless.
A black widow bite, huh? A rarity in the ER. Did you know that the abdominal pain associated with a black widow bite can be so extreme that in some cases, doctors have removed their patient's appendix by mistake? I can't stress enough the importance of a thorough examination.
You thought this patient's continuing care through. The hospital staff should thank you for your thorough plan and highlighted reminders. Well done. You correctly diagnosed this patient's problem. Brilliant work, doctor. The level of care you afforded this patient exceeded my expectations.